Okay, this is a video about using Backlinks Genie. First of all, as you can see the screen here, I'm actually on Fiverr.com. This is the chap that I use for my spun content. This is a gentleman I found perhaps about a month ago, and he does a very good job. I've used him about 3, 4, 5 times now, and he does a very good job every time. For $5, you really can't expect any more than this. When I've checked through the content, there's been 1 or 2 small errors, and that's all there has been. Best I've found on Fiverr.com. So let me see. What I'll do is I'll put the web address of or the URL to this particular advert. The guy's name is called Allfight. That's his username on Fiverr.com. And what I'll do is I'll pop this below the video, so that you can see that for yourself and use that at your leisure. Alright, over to backlinksgenie.com. This is the manage projects interface, if you want to call it that. I've already logged into my account. I'm just going to show you the very basics of using Backlinks Genie. At the moment I've got the $10 account. That's the cheapest, the basic account. There is a $67 a month account, and there is also the $137 a month account, but the one I'm currently using for the purpose of showing you in the video is the $10 account. Normally I would use $137 a month account, but at the moment it's just a $10. So I'll just show you what to do where we're using articles, setting up articles. Right, I think we go into here. Sorry if I'm a little bit rusty with this. Yeah, that looks okay. Now, as you can see, you get various choices here. If I'm feeling very lazy, then I tend to use these: the blog comment, extra rummer, these two here, that one there as well. I don't tend to use them if I'm not feeling lazy. I mean, the fact is that these are not the best quality links. You get more of them, and that's fair enough, but they probably will not last for too long. That's the problem with them. The best quality ones are the article directory submissions. In $137 a month account, you get 100 submissions per day, if that's what you want to use. So that's pretty good. The Web 2, I think you get 30 submissions per day, which is very, very good as well. So that'll soon add up. That's very good. Even if you just use these alone, actually, that's going to get you some very good rankings. Particularly if you use the outer tier, the 40 days challenge stuff, if you like. What I did in my 40 days challenge on the Warrior. If you use it like that, then it's going to create some very, very powerful links, no doubt about it. So in this case, what I want to do is just I'll use this one. In the $10 account, Web 2, you only get a couple a day, which is fine for a brand new site. Actually, it's ideal. Every couple of days you could do a couple a day. That soon adds up, and it's also not too much, because Google will soon start to figure out what's going on. So I'd maybe set up about 8 Web 2s and then maybe about 10 article directories over the space of 14 days if it's a brand new website, and that would be fine. It'll take them a little while to get indexed as well. Once I start hitting them with backlinks, then they'll get indexed, and that'll be good. Anyway, let's move on. With the $10 account, you get 5 articles per day, which is fine, for this particular case anyway. I've got some of my projects already set up here, the blog for example, but today, yeah, I'll just use the blog, no problem about that. I'm not actually going to submit this, so I'll just take you through what I would normally do. Joseph Archibald blog articles to blog. I don't know, you can name it anything you like. It takes a little bit of time to get used to this, and to figure out what's the best sort of name you can add here. Sometimes I get muddled up, but it's just kind of like a token of what it is, so you can actually revert back to it and see what you've done previously, and then you can use the same links again in future. Now, the express setup would mean that Backlinks Genie will set up a spun article or a set of articles for you. They'll use a base article and then spin it a number of times. I haven't actually used that, and I get the impression, it's just a guess here, but I presume that will be very cheaply outsourced, and or it's scraped content by Backlinks Genie, and it's not going to be particularly good quality. So really, I'd much prefer to use my own stuff that I've got from the Fiber gig, because I know that's good quality stuff, and that's my preference. So to add your own content, you use advanced setup, as you can see there. Then you click next, and it'll take you through to the next screen. It's still connecting. Here we go. Let me just scroll down a bit here. Right, this is where you add your article in. Pretty simple stuff, isn't it? All I've done is I've taken an article. It's not specific to the needs here. It's just an example to see what you do. I mean, it's pretty easy. If you use Unique Article Wizard or something like that, then it's very similar to that. There's a spun title, so I'll take that out there and pop it in there, and then I'll draw this up here to the top, and then the bio box, which hopefully is down the bottom here. I don't know if I've got any links in this bio box actually, but the links, the way to do the links is the ahref. You need to do it that way, which is typical. You know, I'm not going to fiddle around showing you with that. I should have taken that out, and I'll pop it in the resource box at the bottom here. Now, to make sure that your links are correctly set up, as I say, my links, I've not actually put any links in here, so I'm afraid I can't show you in this particular one, which is a little bit silly, but you get the idea anyway. To make sure that your links are set up correctly, let's choose a category for this. I believe it's lose weight. What would lose weight? Health and fitness is fine. Yeah, to make sure that the article is set up correctly, and in particular the links are correct in your resource box, use the preview button, and you get this. Let me try and fit that into the screen. You get this here. The article looks fine. Oops, sorry about that. Come on. Just one moment, please. Let's do that again. Oh, no, it's not coming up. Where are you? Alright, I've got it back up. Let me see if I can resize that. Alright, yeah, resized. So, you can't see, is that the whole title there? Yeah, take dieting recommendations. Not exactly the most professional looking thing, but here's the resource box. Normally I would have links in here. You can check that at the bottom, you know, and then what I do is I'll respin it a couple of times just to make sure that the links are all working okay, because it's easy to set them up wrongly, make a mistake there, and sometimes when you respin it the link might be wrong, so it will just show up as text, in which case you go back in and you fix that. Simple really. And then let's close this down. That's the preview, and then we click next. If everything's okay, we click next, and we'll be taken through to the next page. There we go. There's the article again in spun format, ready to be submitted to the system. And then I'll click finish, and what that will do is it will take me through to the next stage, where I now need to schedule my project. Let's take you down the screen. There you go. I'll go in and schedule that now, and you'll see that I've got some schedules before. Now this is where you need to remember what you called that particular. I know the group was my blog, so that's no problem. You need to remember the project name. Now what was it? Ooh, not that, that one. That's why you need to make sure that you've named it with a relevant name. And now we go down here, you can see some of the ones that I've already scheduled. These ones I've gone through before. As you can see, this is this particular month, which is April, and the dates. So you just schedule these for each day. That one's running. That's on my blog as well. Okay, you can see I've got quite a few set up here. Now, to set up this particular one, what you need to do is the next available date, which is when I want to schedule this project for, is the 29th of April. So I just put a little click in there, and then I schedule the project. It's simple, it really is, and it's got simpler actually. The Backlinks Genie, they've recently redone the system since Build My Rank disappeared, and it's now easier than before. There you go. It's scheduled there for the 29th, and it's scheduled underneath the content project. There's a blast project, which is the weaker links. You get more of them, but they are weaker, and I actually prefer not to use them unless I'm being lazy. You know, if I haven't got anything set up, then maybe at the last minute I'll pop in here, and as you can see, I'm being very lazy. They're probably better than nothing, you know, but all I'm doing here is I'm scheduling them to go out to my articles that I've already submitted, and also to my Web2s that I've already built as well, and so they're just backlinking to them, you know, maybe 50 at a time or whatever it might be. So they'll add some value, maybe not a whole lot over time, but it's better than nothing. You know, you spent your money on this tool, so you want to get some value, and sometimes you just well, I feel a bit lazy, so I can't be bothered. Now, if I want to get rid of that, which I do because I don't want that going out to my blog, just click that, and there you go. Simple as they come. There we are. I'll just check that that's gone. There we are. 29th. Open again, and that's the end of this particular video. The rest of the modules are fairly straightforward as well. It's not tricky at all to use Backlinks Genie these days, and I highly recommend this tool. It's very powerful indeed. Thanks for watching, and take care.